Growing up, my uncle actually worked at NASA's Johnson Space Center doing communications for space shuttle launches and even back to the Apollo missions. And just being able to talk to him about his experiences during that and actually talking to someone who was involved with those amazing feats really spurred a lot of interest. Then when I hit college in my master's degree doing robotic exploration of a planetary body, Earth in this case, actually really spurred my interest in planetary science and how NASA was exploring the moon, Mars, and asteroids in general. And the methods to see that the methods I was using here on Earth were applicable to planetary bodies was really cool and made me want to pursue this field of study. So I was actually the lead developer of that wheel test bed here at UCF. We call it RIDER, Regolith Interactions for the Development of Extraterrestrial Rovers. It started as a project under my advisor, Dr. Dan Britt, here in the physics department, to build a full-scale rover wheel test bed to answer scientific questions about how to most safely and efficiently drive on planetary surfaces. There's low gravity, so we don't have as much traction, and just the general dusty, electrostatically charged environment makes it really hard. So we want to be able to test wheels in as high fidelity of environments as we can, and being able to actually take the time to build something like that, to understand what the community, what NASA and others developing rovers to go to the moon or Mars, to see what they actually want, what data they need to answer their questions was really cool. The NSTGRO, the NASA Space Technology Graduate Research Opportunity, it's funded by NASA's Space Technology Mission Directorate. It's a career-making opportunity. I am extremely grateful and honestly can't believe I was awarded. One unique aspect of this fellowship is that it actually provides me with funding and the opportunity to go to NASA centers for 10 weeks every year to actually work hands-on in a NASA lab with NASA researchers on research that's relevant to what I'm studying. My research contributes to NASA's goals by providing technologies and scientific solutions to characterize the regolith and how we can best build on it and how we can excavate it. And we want to build on the moon because it allows us to work towards our goals of becoming a multiplanetary species. But we can't do that without having the ability to get resources in situ or on site. We don't want to launch a bunch of metals, water, and oxygen. That costs far too much money. It's a lot easier to actually go to, well, in the long run, it will be a lot easier to go to the moon and actually be able to extract the metals and oxygen that are found in the rocks and regolith there. And the work I'm doing with excavation will allow us to design equipment to more efficiently and safely excavate regolith for resource extraction for building, and it provides a lot of opportunistic science measurements. Being educated here at SpaceU at UCF, the number of opportunities I have been given from the faculty and staff, research staff that work around here is amazing. UCF is the #1 partnership institution, and you can really tell that from the highest levels of administration down to the professors and staff that work here. Highly value interdisciplinary collaboration. For students interested in starting their own planetary research, or frankly, research in any scientific field, you must be curious. You must be okay with being wrong. And you must learn to accept failure. And that sounds really hard, but I mean, even failures in science teach you something. So it is a success in the fact that you generate knowledge.